So, okay, you ready to play some Ultra League? So this was the team that I had a ton of success with last season. I'm just gonna try it, and we're gonna see how it goes. The Charizard is on Wing Attack. It is a double elite TM'd, or I think it's single elite TM, but it's got 2 legacy moves. And the nice thing with it is that it's really good at protecting the Walrein Trevcore from fighters, mostly Obstagoon, and it's pretty good against both of them in and of itself. So we're gonna give it a try. I had a lot of success with it, and let's see how it looks. We'll probably bounce around, but you should try and get a Kanto Slash. Yeah, you should. It's not a crazy good mon or anything, but it needed a bait move, and it's getting a bait move, so I would definitely try and hold on to one. Zard and Swampert. Okay, so Swampert, however, not a mon that we really like to see here. Especially Shadow Swamp. However, we actually do have a reasonably good matchup against it. And what I'm going to try and do is catch a Hydro Cannon here. I probably should just Blast Burn outright. Blast Burn hits very, very hard. Does K-Slash have Rock Tomb? Does it really? I'm not really sure. Ah, they CMP'd us. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna just tank this. It's not ideal, obviously. And by not ideal, I mean it murders us, but it's fine. Haunch Crow. Okay. Well, that's an interesting choice. They also locked it. It means their back 2 mons are both very good against Walrein. Real talk, it does give me some pause. Also, I guess if they bait us here, we're gonna be in some trouble. They might get to another move, but I think we can outrace them. Yeah, we can. Well, right now their problem is Walrein, right? If their other backbone is a flyer, they're gonna have a... Yeah. Oh my god, it's a 2 cannon. Oh, wow. All right, our opponent's being spicy, and I like it. This has some moves that actually hit us pretty hard, doesn't it? It will hit us pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, it does have a rock move. But I think we're at the point where it doesn't matter, because it's Rock Blast, right? So, non-stab Rock Blast does not hit that hard. GG's. Wow. Okay, well, you know, Walrein looked real good there, given that Walrein beats their entire team. How's it going, Babasi? Nice to see you. I like that team, though. Look, I really like that team. It's Swampert and Mons to protect it from Trevenant. And honestly, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. And not bad. All right, Sunny Cat. Good luck, friend. What you got for us? We got Zard into Togekiss. Okay, that's a good matchup for us. We can also handle this with Walrein if we need to. So let's see what they want to do. I mean, they could just try and charm their way through this, I guess. The downside for them is that I'm faster, and I'm going to get to 3 Blast Burns. So if they just decide they want to... Okay. They just decide they want to tank that. We can work with that. Swampert. Okay. I'm going to switch because I don't really mind. It also means we get to catch this Hydro Cannon, which is really good. I was like, I'm pretty sure we're at a tie there, so it's just a matter if they throw. And from here, like, we can get blown out. Oh, that's not going to blow us out, though. Yeah. we won this game. I don't believe there's any way for us to lose this game besides me doing something absolutely nonsensy, right? It's a really good one shield matchup for us anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use a shield because I'm going to outrace them to another Icicle Spear. And then the Swampert's going to have a hard time killing us anyway. Oh, actually, I don't. Never mind. Okay, fair enough. I mean, those mons still have play. Their play is just different than it used to be, right? Obviously, Trevenant is looking pretty great against what's going on in the back here, so I'm not terribly worried about any of it. It's fine. Nothing quite like having Trevenant with shield advantage against a Swampert and a mostly dead Venusaur. So I think we're going to be okay. I think our opponent knows, and we know, and we're good. GG's. Empoleon Double Charm is not as good as it used to be, but it's fine. The threats are just so different. Empoleon has a really hard time with Wall Rain. That's really the biggest thing that, like, Wall Rain just pushes a ton of Mons out of the, it pushes a ton of Mons out of the meta, right? That's the biggest problem, is that it just, it makes it very, very difficult to, sorry, I'm remedying a thing real quick. And Empoleon's one of them. Empoleon is just so miserable against it that you just don't want to be running it. Which is good because I don't... And also, it's not very good against Trev either, right? So basically, the most dominant core, both of them beat Empoleon. So, like, do I love an Empoleon in the front? No, but Charizard actually almost one-shots it with Blast Burn, so... It's not bad. It's not a bad matchup for us. It's just not a great matchup for us. And usually I can just try and catch a Hydro Cannon and things get really ugly from there. All right, Zard and Muck. Okay, it's fair. What version? They are on Snarl. Okay, so we do have to respect the fact that they're a Snarl Muck. Okay, they've gone ahead and switched. We can actually play this out in a number of different ways. We'll catch, though. Maximize energy, catch this. The downside here is that we still kind of need to Earthquake them. It's one of the things that kind of stinks about this is that, like... And I think they're gonna slightly outrace me to it. And I'm fine with this. Not a big deal. We'll see if they want a shield. Yeah, they're not going to. Figured. That's fine. We still get to put, like, some pressure on the Muck. I know that Earthquake is a better move here, but I'm actually close enough to dying that I don't want to run the risk of not getting to utilize this energy. And if they're not super smart about when they throw, so that was a good smart throw there. I can definitely find myself in a position that's pretty good. This is a little dicey. I don't really want to be shielding. I like to keep the Trevenant healthy. Dark Pulse obviously hits pretty hard, but... Okay, well, the good news is they brought in a Swampert. We waste this energy, which is not ideal, but Shadow Swamp looking pretty bad here. Now, they know that they're baiting in our Trevenant. So that's a real, like, thing we have to play around with. But the upside here is that their Muck is fairly low. So they're going to have a hard time dealing enough damage from here. They're like, well, I have 2 shields. I'm like, yeah, so do I. And all I really have to do is probably wing attack them to death, right? They're shielding. They have to shield seed bombs at this point. Like, we just let this go. And then I can probably just wing attack through them. I could also go triple Dragon Claw, probably. I mean, we'll just fast move them out, right? The math works. We do more fast move damage than they do. And they're not going to get through 2 shields, so GG's. Yeah, I like it too, AJ. There's a couple songs that play frequently that I always have to look at what they are, and this one is very high on my list. This one's very high on my list. Looky, we're 3-0 with the team. The team has looked good. We've seen a lot of Swamperts, I will say that. Like, Swampert, I mean, obviously our backline's great against Swampert, but Zard does not really love Swampert, so it's nice to be winning games with that. We haven't seen any fighters yet. Venusaur is an excellent mon for us to encounter. Our whole team kind of wrecks it. Gary, okay. I mean, I probably should have what's it called? I probably should have gone to Walrein here. But this should also be fine. I wish I hadn't shielded an Aqua Tail, but, you know, counting Dragon Breaths is not something I'm particularly good at. Also, they're shielding... They're looking for switch advantage right now. That's kind of where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what, if they want switch advantage and they're going to go shields down for it, we probably can live with that, right? Given how good our team is against Venusaur shields down. Also, it's very possible I just get to another Seed Bomb. Oh, rip. I'm not shielding this. We're going to go ahead and protect. This could be a crunch, right? Yeah, it's a crunch. They finally threw a crunch. That's fine. Okay, well, sure. We'll take this. Obviously, like, Swampert in the back was the thing I was assuming, given that, given essentially that, I don't think they're at Earthquake yet, are they? No. That they played for switch advantage so thoroughly. I don't actually think it's correct to throw an Earthquake here, by the way. I'm pretty sure I should be double Icicle Spearing. It does more damage neutral, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's kind of bad, though. I mean, it's not that bad. But it's not great. It's not what I was hoping for. Okay, that's fine. This is how I want this to play out, right? Like, yeah, this is fine. This dies. And then they have Venusaur behind a shield against Charizard. Like, I don't really know exactly what they thought was going to happen in this game, but, you know, here we are. GG's. Obviously, it was helpful there. We won the lead. And it was also helpful for us that their entire team was bad against Trevenant and not particularly good against Walrein. I have news for anyone who's attempting to play Ultra League Premier Classic. If you cannot beat Trevenant and Walrein, you probably are not going to win terribly many games. You might win some games, So last season, when this came around, I was trying to beat the core. And I was like, yeah, let's try all these different ways of beating the Walrein Trev core. And I couldn't do it, and I was really struggling. And then I went, fuck it. Let's just throw them on a team and see what happens. And I think I gained like 500 MMR in like 2 days. I was like, oh, you know, maybe I should just take the Freelo team and not worry about being clever. And that's what we did. I've run Walrein Trev with a variety of different leads. I ran other cores. It was just Walrein Trev is just too good. It's just, until somebody finds a really good way to crack it, it's just not worth it. Nice, Lickitung, let's go. Also, we like this lead. This is a good lead for us. We do die to a Shadow Ball. Hey. That's awkward. Cax Valley, thank you so much for the 3 months. Let's see some butts in chat for the resub. Thank you kindly. I just realized that I put myself in I was also not paying close attention to what I was doing, and I put myself in a very bad spot. I put myself in a very bad spot here. Goon is very, very good. Goon's actually the mon that, like, I most wish I could find a team for, but I've not been able to yet. So they have 2 shields now, which is the biggest problem. Their Trevenant up 2 shields is likely to run our entire team, or very close to run our entire team. So, and they have Blaziken. Okay, so we're in bad shape. They have a lot of kind of awkward core breakers with the Trevenant in the lead, and I gave up a shield very early, and I think we're in some trouble. The question here is, like, realistically what they should do is just save all their shields for Trevenant, right? Saving their shields for Trevenant is going to give them the best chance of winning. But I do like the part where they have done this. This gives us, if they shield again, okay. That works out great for us. So what I need them not to do is farm me. We don't win this game if they farm me. I need them to throw. Well, I mean, or if they try and farm, I was like, there are 2 options here. They either try and farm me and lose, or they don't farm me and we have a chance of winning. GG's. So despite all of the let's say questionable plays I made, our opponent gave us a way back into the game, and we went ahead and found it. Charizard was very good there, by the way. Charizard was excellent. You were running Gengar, Obstagoon, Togekiss. Yeah, I don't think that team quite has what it needs anymore. Like, your best matchup there against Walrein is Obstagoon, and it's okay. So we'll take a 5-0. I think that last game was definitely our opponent made some missteps, and we found a way to steal it. All right, let's do it again. It's a score. Ooh, a Drapion. Let's go. I like it. I like it. All right, Katsusisa. Good luck, friend. What do you got? We've got Zard and Walrein. So this is one of my least favorite matchups, but it is very playable. What I tend to do is throw a Blast Burn at them. We're gonna tank this first Icicle Spear, and then they go a 1, a 2, a 3. They've got 1 more to go, and then we'll try and catch on our own Walrein. Remember, Icicle Spear is 544, not 555. So we'll catch. which is good value for us. They also took it, which is good value. The downside here is that we're probably going to get earthquaked. They will get there, I think, one before us because of that. But unfortunately, like, we just can't do anything about it. I could shield this, but I just don't think it's worth. I like to save my shields for flimsier mons, and I have 2 of those. Shadow Venusaur. Okay, well, we're fine with this. The wall rain is close enough to dead that I don't really have to consider it. It's also energy dry. So I'm not worried about the wall rain right now, like getting in and potentially ruining our day. And I should be able to farm this thing regardless of what they do. Like, I'm not going to protect the wall rain here, right? If they get one off, so be it. Okay, fine. Yeah, getting a shield there was very nice. So I think, like, I'm pretty happy with Trev here. Trev, up a shield, running start. Yeah, like, we're feeling pretty good about where we're at here. That charm coming through is not great. It may be possible that I needed to bait here. I think what I'll probably do here is once we get this shield. Well, we didn't get the shield, but we'll just go here so we can eat up this resisted damage a little more. And then the wall rain's close enough to dead that it just doesn't matter. Yeah, GG's. Like, it doesn't have enough health to do anything other than catch. So ideally there, what I didn't want was to allow them to get the only real value they could out of their wall rain, which was catch a move. So if I can win that fight without throwing particularly many moves, I was going to try. Because otherwise, the wall rain is just bonus energy for us at some point if they fail a swap. So we just had to keep that in mind for the remainder of the game. I didn't want to, like, mess that up. Do you have a team I could use? I mean, you use this one. You could try this one, Molly. Thank you for the follow. Depends on what you have access to and what league you want to play. I'm always happy to make recommendations. I'm always happy to give advice. This has been my go-to Ultra League Premier Classic team. It's quite good. If you have a wall rain and Trevenant for Ultra League, you should put them on a team together and you will probably win a lot of games. They're quite good. They're quite good. They do a good job of protecting each other and really generating a lot of value. All right, punkies. Good luck, friend. What do you got? Charizard and a Porygon Z. That is fun. That has Zap Cannon, I'm pretty sure. It also has Tri Attack, which is kind of a real powerhouse of a move. They're not at a Zap Cannon yet, though. So I think we tank a Tri Attack. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. Oh, they actually got the debuff. That's less good. With that in mind, I'm not gonna bait here. We're just gonna YOLO this. I should resist everything this does. I know this is not a great matchup for us, but like, yeah, there's the Zap Cannon. Fuck, man. The Porygon is okay. I have found a team that we're gonna struggle with. That Porygon is a bit of a problem on. They got the debuff, which is awkward for us. We still got the shield. They're on Fire Spin. I mean, we have 2 shields to their none, right? So, like, our game plan here has to be get maximum value out of what we're doing. Yeah, don't blast burn me. Okay, Dragon Claw. It is definitely a 2-shield wall rain kind of game, but we still need their last mon to be something that wall rain is pretty good against. Right? And I really don't want to be shielding Dragon Claws, but that damage is going to start piling up here. Oh, we did shield a blast burn. That's good for us. We're gonna get aggressive on this farm down. This should not be another blast burn, right? If it is, then I think we lose, but I'm not gonna shield it. Okay, Dragon Claw. Remember, we still have to respect the Porygon. That's the thing I have to like keep in mind, is that I'm big on having to respect the Porygon here. I still think we have a reasonably good chance of winning this game. These are going to hit pretty hard, and I have 2 of them. Actually, we're going to farm this too. There we go. Look at these big farm downs. Oh, you know what? I should have thrown Earthquake. I've made a mistake. I don't know. Just 2-shot. Whatever it is. Nope. Fuck. I whiffed very hard here. I'm hoping this Dragon Claw is enough, but I whiffed really hard there. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. Doesn't matter. We win anyway. Who needs to hit the right buttons when you're good? God. Never punished.
Pog.
Thanks, Duce, for the 100 bits. Oh boy. All right, you ready to battle some more? Let's get back in. Let's get back in, and I'll try my best, Gat, to help you along the way if you have questions. You have to forgive me if I do it. Are you going to, Turtle, or are you asking if I'm going to? I might. I mean, I don't know yet. Zard, Trevenant, good matchup for us. Good matchup for us. Let's see what they want to do. So once again, we do get 1 shot by a Shadow Ball, which they reach 1 before we do. So what they're likely to do is Shadow Ball me, get my shield, and switch, right? We've seen this before. Now, sometimes they'll just stay in because they maybe don't have a great backline plan against Charizard, right? So the upside for us is that now that I kind of know that that's their plan, I can throw Dragon Claws knowing that they're likely to shield them. Right? So like I'm pretty happy with what just happened. I'm actually gonna, if you Shadow Ball me here, okay, so they're gonna Shadow Ball me, that's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. They don't get to another Shadow Ball. So now we have a shield and a running start. And I feel pretty good about where we're at. I feel pretty good about where we're at. Bye. And then, oh, yep, I feel real good about where we're at. Cakewalk. Not really, Gat, no. Unfortunately, you gotta play it on mobile. And if you're gonna build Snorlax, you want Lick, Body Slam, Superpower. That's the moveset I would recommend. Potentially Earthquake, as a learning player, as Superpower can be a little bit of a challenging move to use. It does require some finesse, as it's a move that debuffs you, so you really want to make sure they land. But also, Skull Bash is reasonable. It actually is reasonable. That did not go according to their plans. Yeah, unfortunately, that was a game where they had one reasonable Charizard answer and they didn't want to switch. And that meant that their back line got entirely swept by Trevenant. Their Trevenant counter was their own Trevenant. And we put them in a position in the lead where they couldn't really afford to switch. They probably should have like switched to Gallade or something, but even that would have been really dicey for them. Charizard really caused a problem for them, and then we just ran him over. Azumarill is a great Pokemon that can serve almost any. It's arguably the best Pokemon in Great League. You can do whatever you want with it. Lucky for you, it's great in all roles. Hey, a Venusaur lead. Well, we like grass leads. More grass leads, please. Okay, so... Okay, so they are at least doing something kind of obnoxious for me. They do have a lot of energy. But we're going to get Earthquaked. Today's spotlight is Execute. I'm on Wing Attack. I know I'm getting Earthquake. That's fine. Did they undercharge that Earthquake? It's fine. Like, I'm actually just here to soak up. A Walrein is a tricky mon for us to beat. So, I'm actually here to just soak up as much damage as I can. And eliminate it. And then hope that the fact that our two other Pokemon... This is not going to quite kill him, but... Can beat the Venusaur. Since they're both very good against it. I should be able to get to a... oh, hey. That's pretty obnoxious. Okay, well, the good news... I have good news for us and not for my opponent. Their entire back line... Both of these Pokemon lose to both of our Pokemon in every scenario. So... I'm not terribly worried about what happens from here. And I'm not shielding this. Yeah, they would need a little bit more, they need a little more stuff to happen for that to be synchronized. I'm just gonna Blast Burn because I don't want to put them in, like, I don't want to give them a spot where they can, like, ride their shields at the end somehow. Sludge Bomb does hurt. I'm not gonna shield it though. Trevenant with 2 shields should beat them, so I'm not really worried about any of this. I'm not gonna get killed by what's it called? Yeah, you know what? We'll just... I have no idea if the research day thing if theirs are coming back. I really don't know. I could imagine they do now that their sort of game design is post-pandemic, but I'm not really sure. Okay. Yeah. They're just not, they don't have enough gas, and also I resist or double resist all of these moves, so even if I wanted to find a way to lose from here, I don't know that I could. I guess, yes, Synchronize or Psychic, if that was their second move and they got my shields out of the way, could have done it. But even then, like, those moves are not particularly good. But yeah, they've not announced any additional research days. So I think we can go 10-0 with the team. This is for our 10-0. I mean, it's helped that our leads have been mostly pretty good. They've been mostly pretty good. I think I survive a Synchronize, but it gets very awkward. They might be able to just shield their way through. Gallade, another decent lead for us. This is one of those matchups that we have to respect the fact that... Okay, we got a little refund there. We're gonna go ahead and put our Walrein in again against theirs. I'm gonna throw this in mostly because I just want to see if I can get some damage in. Yep, they're not gonna shield. That was a good refund for us. I don't mind throwing a Dragon Claw there. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. Yeah, Earthquake's fine. The Blast Burn functions much like having another Earthquake. I know they're not going to shield, so there's no reason to bait there. We can get they can just come in and Leaf Blade us, but like, I don't really care if they eliminate the Walrein, all things considered. And if they're a little slow and we get one of these in, then so be it. I still have Trevenant, who's a better matchup here anyway. So what we'll likely do is, like, they're gonna farm all this up. They're gonna Leaf Blade us, and then we'll just come in with Trevenant and farm it down. They'll likely switch right away. So the question is whether or not we don't. We are gonna just go ahead and stay right here. That Berserker's gonna go to Master. Nah. We'll refund any channel points spent. I actually think I would have no shielded there if I was them. I mean, we could get by like a Dragon Pulse or something, so I'm not really I'm gonna respect what they're doing more so than I maybe normally would. Oh, I let that Volt Switch through. That's not great. They're not going to be able to, like, they might get to another Thunder Punch here, but they're not going to get to enough juice to throw like a Dragon Pulse. So if they're on it, I don't think it's the correct move, but they could be on it. And the Glade, I think, has a move, but nothing it has can kill us from here. Unless, again, Synchronoise, and even then. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Itcharub, thank you for the good vibes, friend. I appreciate it. That's 10 wins. So that's nice. We do like to see 10 wins.